Welcome back, friends. It's the Halfass Crafter. I'm Laura, the Halfass Crafter. We're definitely doing a Halfass craft because it is the Advent calendar and I am just making art tags and seeing what happens and who knows what's what. But today we are on day 13. I do not believe that 13 is an unlucky number because I was born on the 13th day of the month. So not this month, but a different month. I don't find 13 to be unlucky. Maybe you do, in which case, whatever. But I'm going to say it's lucky day 13. I can't wait to see what's in this envelope. Okay, I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding, but I'm lying because I've already looked. But I'm very excited about what's in the envelope. Does that help? Let me show you. Ooh, isn't this cool? Y'all, this is super cool. Ooh, there's some little bits that didn't get poked out. Isn't that great? Oh, I'm so excited for this one. Finally, it's just like a generic abstract one. I feel like the past few ones I had like a teacup and then we had like the houses and, you know, anyway. So this is super exciting that this is just a very generic one. So I have broken out my gel pens today. I know. The first thing that I want to do, I'm a little nervous about this. Let me be honest, okay? I am a touch nervous because I want to, I'm going to use a little bit of paint, all right? And I have this whole idea and I don't know how it's going to go, and we're just going to do it. We're going to see what happens. And if it's terrible, well, then you got to witness Halfass craft up close and personal, and that's fine. It's all okay. So I'm going to use iced spruce. I think I am. I have all this distress paint that I bought ages ago, and I just don't use it. Not because I'm hoarding it. I mean, it literally sits right there in front of me. Like that's all I look at. Like as I'm doing things down here, if I look up, I'm looking at my distress paint. I just haven't used it for whatever reason. I'm not sure. I guess I just don't like it. You know, sometimes I think you just got to call it like you see it. You know what I mean? And I think really I'm just not a huge fan of my distress paint. Ooh, you know what I want to do? Do I have? Yeah. All right. Let me get something. And I'm back. Okay, I wanted a makeup sponge because I don't know if y'all have been following Marcee. So Marcee and I are tag teaming our way through the Art by Marlene Advent calendar from 2024, which is last year. Well, if you're watching this in 2025, if you're not, then it's from however many years ago. You do the math, not me. So I keep watching Marcee, and she keeps using the little makeup sponges. And she gets this really interesting effect when she uses them. So I'm going to use them now. I know. It only took to day 13 for me to be like, ooh, maybe I should try that. But she just like does this. And it gives it this really interesting effect. So I'm going to do the same thing. But this card may or may not get any Art by Marlene die cuts. I know. Super surprising. And you know, I do have some Art by Marlene paint. Maybe I should use that instead of the distress paint, huh? But, you know, whatever. I'm busy here. Oh yeah, I was hoping that this would just be neutral enough that I can do what I want to do with it. Oh, I shouldn't have gone over those. Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so let's let this dry, which shouldn't take long because I've just used, you know, the lightest coat of paint on here. So we're going to let that dry. Maybe I should try to dry it. Well, here, I'm just going to do this. Talk amongst yourselves. Maybe you can type me up a little comment and you could be like, your channel is the best channel. YouTube should show me more of your videos. No, I don't know. YouTube is not enjoying me for some reason. It's kind of like, you know, y'all, I have been an Amazon customer since 1999. Yeah, I know. When I go back in my account, it's like customer since 1999. So I've been an Amazon customer for 26 years. Amazon still thinks that I am going to try and, snub them or whatever the word is. Like when I do a return, they're like, well, you have to return the item. And my husband's like, I don't know. I never have to return the item. They always just tell me that, keep it. I'm like, what? That has never happened to me. And so I'm not sure what that's all about. But I will say when my husband and I got the Amazon credit card, I made like twice what he made. And I only got a $5,000 limit and he got a $15,000 limit. So I'm just going to go and say maybe there's something there that is interesting. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, so now that I've said my controversial bits for the day, and now everybody's like, clutching the pearls. Oh my gosh, she had an opinion that might not be popular. Okay, here's what I was thinking I was going to do. I was thinking about taking my gel pens and outlining this. I know. I want to make sure that this is dry though. It's pretty dry. Okay, somebody told me to use my washi tape to tape things down. So I think that that's brilliant. And I always forget that that's an option that's available to me. And the fun thing is I have a bunch of washi tape that I'm not really keen on the design of. And I have a ton of it. So I thought that I would, let's see, where do I want this? I think I'm going to put it way up here. Ooh, I want to tape this actually onto the tag itself. Okay, come on. Get it together. Get it together. Get it together. Okay, there we go. So I did that. And then I'm going to take my gel pens and I'm just going to find a few different ones. I'm just going to randomly do this. I'm just choosing random ones. There's no real rhyme or reason here, other than I'm like, oh, well, I need something over here, and oh, I need something over here. So, all right, and then I'm gonna pick another color, and these are sort of so somebody gave me a friend of mine gave me, maybe I shouldn't put blue next to blue, huh? A friend of mine gave me a big like Ziploc bag full of gel pens and pens. And so I just grabbed them one day and I tested all of them. I threw away the ones that didn't work. And the other ones I just put in this little container here. And I just hang it on my little cart. And I'm like, well, then I'll just use these whenever I need a pen or whenever I remember that they exist. And so I was just standing here. I'm like, okay, well, what are we going to do with this day, this Advent calendar stencil? Because I think all I'm getting is stencils. It's just all stencils for me. Marcee's getting interesting things here and there, but I'm getting stencils. And so I thought, well, let's just use this. Let's just use these pens. And why is this green? It shows as red. This is not red. Not red. FYI. This is not red. It is very green. All right. Well, I don't want much of that. Ooh, I do have, there's a pink one. So we're going to use it. All right. There we go. And I know I was ranting about Amazon, and I'm sure people are going to be like, I just don't even shop from Amazon. Well, to be fair, we rarely shop from Amazon anymore as well, because I'm a little over their shenanigans. And they have a lot of shenanigans. She-nana-gans. I want this one. And then, okay, that's good for those. Ooh, there's a purple one. Is it actually purple? It's probably going to end up being blue. No, it's actually purple. That's cool. All right. Sweet. So I don't know how this is going to like actually look and work and all of that. I'm just simply playing around and seeing what happens. I don't know. Oh, that's a Milky Pop. I don't need that. Oh, this is gold, like actual gold. Let's check. Yeah, no, it's really okay. So let's do a few pops of gold in the smaller bits. There we go. A piece there, a piece there. A little bit there, a little bit there, there, there. I'm just looking for the small bits. Here we go. That's kind of a small bit too, isn't it? Okay, ooh, that's small. All right, now let's see what other colors we have. All right, so I've done all the colors of the rainbow, but here's a bright orange. Maybe we could do a little bit of bright orange, pop a color. This is a background, so it's gonna be in the background, as Diane Reevely reminds us all. It's the background and it should remain in the background. Okay, that's a terrible accent. I'm sorry, Diane Reevely. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, did I just do that in public and it's recorded? Okay, please forgive me because that was terrible. Horrible. Jeepers. Well, now I've embarrassed myself on the internet. Way to go. Way to go. All right, and then more purple because clearly people like purple. People. Okay. Do you ever do that? Am I the only one who just like makes up strange voices to say words? Because I feel like I do that an awful lot. Whatever. Okay, do we want like a red color? Because I do have this red, which is actually red, right? Is it actually? Yes, it's actually red. Okay, we're gonna put in some red. So a little red there and a little red here, like so. All right. Man, let me tell you, it's summer, obviously, here, it's July, and it is tourist season in my town. I live in it's basically a resort town. And boy, let me tell you, I went to the grocery store, and it usually, if you go to the grocery store around, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's pretty dead. Now, to be fair, it was pretty dead. However, it was, what are these? It was more packed than it normally is. The parking lot was totally full, but the grocery store didn't reflect how full the parking lot was, which was a little weird, if I'm honest. I was like, where are all of these people if they aren't in this store? It's a little strange. But there definitely was more people there. Usually I'll have like the whole store to myself. If I go, around 1:30, 2 o'clock, like right after the lunch rush, I usually have the whole store to myself. To be fair, I was able to check out like super duper fast. So I really feel like I'm going to color over this blue with this black because I feel like I need black over here somewhere. So, and then I'm going to color over this orange with black. Okay, that's fun. And then maybe we can put some sparkly pink. Who doesn't love a good sparkle pink? Sparkle pink, sparkle pink. Okay, and then I think this needs a green. And this is, I'm gonna hope that this is similar to that green there. Not really, but it'll work, it's okay. Am I missing any? Did I miss any, y'all? I don't think so. All right, let's put all of these pens back. The one thing I have noticed is that you have to store these gel pens down if you don't use them all the time. Because if you store them with the point up, all the ink runs to the bottom and it's hard to get back up. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Ooh, fun. All right. Come on. How fun is that? Love that. Okay. Now, here's what we're going to do. I know it's about to get super fun. Okay, I have this, which maybe we should color in with these colors as well. And then I also wanted to color these edges with my markers or my pens as well. This one doesn't feel like it wants to work. That one may not be good anymore. But I was thinking I could do something like this, you know, just a little bit on these. I have to admit, I watched a Neve Bailey video. If you don't watch her YouTube channel, she does some really great art journaling stuff. I think she's actually an art teacher. I think she's a middle school art teacher. But she does some really neat stuff, and she does tons of like hardcore mixed media stuff. And I admit, I watched her this morning, and so now all I want to do is like some hardcore mixed media stuff. So that's why you're getting this from me. So part of this problem is some of these pens don't work, and then some of them are also, I think, pulling up the paint. They're picking up the paint off of the paper here, and that's making them behave weirdly. So I think that's what's going on. I'm not 100% about it, but you know, whatever. So I'm going to just keep doing this. I'm very lightly going over. I'm just trying to get the ink down. I'm not bearing down hard at all because I don't want to pull up that paint and have it end up on the little ball for this pen, because there's a little ball there, and that's how the ink gets out. That's why it's called a roller ball pen. If you've ever bought a pen and you don't know why it's called a roller ball, there you go. Now you know. Now you know. Now, the more you know. I don't know. Let's see. What else is going on? Anything cool and exciting over here at Halfass Acres? Not really. They closed the forest next to us, so it's hard to go horse riding, which is sad. I call it my trail arena. We have a pasture that is still pretty natural with like sagebrush and trees in it. We do let the horses over there. They get to hang out because they like the trees too, you know. I mean, wild horses hang out in trees. They don't just stay in the open fields because that's dangerous, actually. But you know what? I'm gonna leave that like that. Is this the one that doesn't work? Whoa, this is a cool purple color. So anyway, so I've got We Ride over there, and I just call it my trail arena because it's got a couple of really nice big loops that we cut with the skid steer last year. I think I showed y'all some videos of the skid steering around. It was fun. I don't know if this one's gonna work. This one feels like it doesn't want to work, actually. Do I have another green one? I thought I had one that was green, but I thought it was a different color. All right, we're gonna use this green one. And I'm just gonna do this. Sweet. Anyway, so we can ride over there, and that's fun. I think the horses get a little bored because they're like, I've already seen this. But it is next to the road, so there is really good desensitization happening there when like cars rumble by, especially cars with like empty trailers, because that scares the bejesus out of the horses. So, well, not anymore. My horses are like, yeah, whatever. It's an empty trailer. They know what it is. All right. Look at that. That's kind of fun, right? And then like we could put this down here and color it in, or hold your horses. We could I know. I'm about to get all up in it. We could put some fun things in here. I have all sorts of things. We could do a little camel head. I'm not sure that I like. It's just, I don't know. It's a disembodied head. It's just kind of floating around. We could do, ooh, hang on. Look at these. We could do some little, I have my unicorn that I couldn't use last time. Did I just say corn? No, I said corn. Unicorn. What if we use the unicorn? Somehow, in some beautiful way, the unicorn is like, I am beautiful. You are beautiful, unicorn. You are beautiful. All right. I do have that, which those colors kind of match too, don't they? All right, let's see. Ooh. Ooh, okay. All right. Hang tight, hang tight. Here, I've got a lot of these. So let's, what if we have that? I can color it in, but I'm going to put that on top of that. I could cut this in half. Let's just cut it in half. We're just doing it, man. We're not even wasting time. All right, I can cut this in half to be like this and this. And then this is going to go here. Maybe, I don't know. And then this could go here. And then we could have the unicorn. Could be like right there. Maybe we don't even need that if we put the unicorn here, huh? Because then that would cover that part up. Okay. How many colors do we need? I know, you're like, this is getting boring. Well, you can fast forward. I could fast forward for you, I guess. But I'm going to color all of these rainbows essentially the same. And I'm going to do a variation of Roy G. Biv. So we'll see what ends up happening. This is my violet, but which I know is the V in Biv, which is the end, but I'm actually going to put a blue in the smaller bit part, I think. And then we're going to try to make it fast, so don't worry about it. But I am trying not to edit these videos, which might be why they're doing so poorly. And that's okay. That's okay. Y'all don't have to like everything. And I don't have to be pleasing to everybody. And the world still spins. Spinny, spinny world. Spinny, spinny world. Spinny world still spinning. Doesn't even matter if we're grinning. I don't know, that doesn't make any sense, but they rhymed, so I said it. Oh, yes. Love this. Okay, and then we need Roy, which is red, but I'm going to use not this color because it's not working. Am I going to use this one? No, because that's actually green, not red. I think on black, it shows up as red, though. Here's a little black piece of paper we can try it on because I'm 99% certain. It doesn't really show up. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's kind of sparkly red. All right. Well, I'm not using that one. We're going to use this one. Yes. Okay. And this is a sparkle gel pen. But again, these are, you know, these were gifted to me. They're kind of old. They may not work. I do have this color in a new one. So I may be able to find one to use. But I'm really going to try to keep this loose and sketchy like Marlene's style is with all of her other things, because I think that that will make this all look a bit more cohesive if I keep the styles similar. So that's my plan. Okay, I'm going to fast forward through this because this is just going to take me forever. And I don't think that I could talk to you for 20 minutes while I color. I don't know that I have enough. I mean, I guess I could just like tell you about my first birthday memory, which was a birthday at Burger King. And I have like 2 pictures of it. And that's my first birthday that I remember. I was so excited to get a Burger King birthday. You know, like stuff like that. That's all I can think to talk to you about, which could be fascinating, but could also be incredibly boring. So let me color this and then I'll come back and we'll do something. And maybe I'll just fast forward so you can watch me color super fast. Okay, apologies to Art by Marlene that I compared myself to her because I'm not sure. I think if someone would have said, hey, Laura, can you make a really ugly color palette? I couldn't have done any better than this. Oh, you want me to find a bunch of colors that don't actually really go together very well? I'm your gal. Hit me up. Oh my gosh. Okay. I was just using the colors that I had and I was like, well, I need a red. So I grabbed a red, and then the red is like this muted red. It's more like a muted pink, rosy color, but whatever. You know what? It doesn't matter. We're gluing it down. So down it goes. Here we go. All right. We are doing it because what do I say? Someone reminded me on my Facebook group the other day. They said, you know, Laura says that we have to do the bad art to get to the good art. And I was like, ugh, I really need to remember my own advice. Seriously, I do really need to remember my own advice because a lot of times I don't, y'all. A lot of times I don't. And I am like, this sucks and I hate it and I'm so bad and I can't believe I have a YouTube channel. And then I have to remember, you know, all I'm out here doing is creating things. Because, you know, my husband and I actually had a whole discussion the other day about creating and consuming. And he was like, you know, I'm starting to realize that our whole entire society is just about consuming things. And I was like, welcome to the party. So glad you could join. And I didn't want to glue that all the way down because I wanted to put these behind it, didn't I? Okay, that's fine. We can pop that up. I think. I can pop that one up. Can I pop the other ones up? Yep. And the other one? Maybe. We're going to try it. I know, this makes Marcee super nervous. So right now, Marcee is like... But also, I have watched Marcee do this a few times as well, BT dubs. So, you know, just saying. Don't come at me. Anyway, I think that really we are a society that has been crafted on consuming so that we will spend money so that a certain group of people will benefit. And I think that we should do better. That's just my opinion, man. It's just my opinion. What if I did like, ooh, I like that. All right, I'm gonna put that there, but I want to still put something else behind this. Maybe it's that. We're just putting things in here right now because I have sort of messed myself up a little bit. Wow, my hands are very glittery. I am a little surprised at how glittery my hands are, if I'm honest, but that's okay. All right, that one's gonna go there. Do I need glue back there? It feels like I do. This glue stick's too big to do that. So, oh no. Okay. Disaster averted. I thought I was going to dump out my tea. I've got a thing of tea over there that I thought I was about to, all right. And then this is going to go there like so. Ooh. All right, you go in there, you go there. All right, here we go. So you're gonna go right there. That's where you live. That's where you live. Oh yeah. Oh, I love this layering. I'm really digging how I've started layering things like this, where I just layer and layer and layer, because it just feels really good. It looks neat. It gives you a really cool texture. And if you haven't tried this yet where you layer things, I am going to highly suggest it. Okay. And then we need to figure out where's our... So I thought about putting it here. Oh, but maybe I want to put it up here. Choices and decisions. Do I want to put this over here? I might. Maybe. I do like this little heart, and I think maybe I want to put it here. I do want to put it there. I'm not sure why I want to put it there, but that's just, I'm very strongly drawn to putting that there. Also, I don't know what's going on with this glue stick, but boy, it's gluey. And then maybe I could do, well, I have this. So I could put that. There's no glue on that, is there? That's just not sticking down. Either it doesn't want to stick to that glitter ink or there's no glue on it, one or the other. I could put this here. But she kind of just disappears, doesn't she? Okay. Oh, am I not going to use this again? Again with the not using it? What if I put her up here? Hang on. That may be it. Yeah, she could be like a flying pony. Hang on. Hold your horses, because I might have something I'm on to here. I'm going to put that down there because I don't know. I just like this layered look. I'm really digging the whole layered thing. I know. I'm late to the layering party, okay? I know that y'all are like, Laura, people have been layering forever. Well, you know, I'm late to every party, FYI. Just so you know, this is how I operate. I'm late to everything. I'm like, I don't know. That feels like a fad. And then I'm like, oh, you know what? Actually, now that I see this, I think I like it. And then there we are. Okay, so what if I put her up like that? Yes, she's flying. I don't know. She's a magical unicorn pony. Aren't unicorns magical? When I was a child, I thought all unicorns could fly. And then my sister was like, no, they can't all fly. And then I don't know why I deemed her the authority on life. But probably because she's my older sister and she seemed way smarter than me at the time. Okay, so we've got a magical flying pony. Great, love it. I could put this over here. I mean, could I put that under her legs? I know. Give Marcee another heart attack. It's fine. It's okay. Marcee loves it when I make her days super exciting and scary because they're not scary enough. She needs me to also contribute to the scariness. There we go. And now all of that's connected. I love this. Okay, now it needs like a little word or phrase or whatever. I'm trying to see if maybe I want to put this somewhere. I don't think I do. Do I want to put it there to connect those? And then it's all connected? Let's see. I don't think it matters. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I think I can use this one. Are you ready? Yeah. Because what did we use? We used a lot of sparkly glitter stuff. So giddy up, sparkle farts. There's chaos to spread. Yes. I love it so much. I'm going to make sure that I glue it down. I know. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. This is the best. Ooh, I smudged some. Hang on. What's happening here? That's fine. It doesn't matter. Whatever. What if we put happy down here? Would that work? No, I don't like it. Okay, we're just doing this. This is it. It's done. Day 13 in the books. Giddy up, sparkle farts. There's chaos to spread. I hope that you all enjoyed this. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to check out Marcee's channel. She is doing the even numbers. I'm doing the odd numbers. So if you want to see 14, go over to Marcee's channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe all of our videos through this whole series. It's been a ton of fun. We are almost done. I think we're like halfway through now, right? All right. We'll see you then. Bye.